Hello, good evening everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Today
evening, sir.
we are going to do the last chapter 2.6 on ABC. We will do the practical questions on ABC. We will do around 3 to 4 questions. Balance you can do at home. I think the practical questions are very easy. You can easily do at home. And you go to question number 6, illustration 6 at page 54. Illustration 6 at page 54. Your cost controller is not happy about the existing system of charging overhead to its product A and B. You have been newly appointed as a management accountant of the company and you are asked to implement the ABC costing for allocation of overheads to the products. You have identified the following activities: budgeted cost and activity consumption cost drivers as follows. Engineering, the costs are given. Engineering setup, machine operations, packing, and their cost drivers are also given. You have also gathered the following operating data pertaining to each of its products. Engineering, the data are given. Product A uses 5000 engineering hours, product B uses 7500 engineering hours. So in this way they are given. You are now required to provide necessary calculations and relevant information in the form of a report to the cost controller about the allocation of overhead costs to the products. So it is easy. It is just similar to the questions that we did earlier in the exams or in the previous chapters. Today is your first class. বহুত কিটা মিস করিলা. Okay, we will try to do it. So first we have to do what? We have to calculate the budgeted cost, activity cost, consumption rate. Similar to our we will list out the activities. Activities. The engineering, setups, machine operations, and packing. Right. So what are its cost as given in the question? Budgeted cost given in question 1,25,000, 3 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 75,000. So total overhead cost is 20 lakhs. We have put this from the question, right? No doubt. Then consumption of activities. So total activities. Total activities for engineering, what they have given engineering hours, it is 12,500. For setup they have given number of setups, it is 300. Machine hours 1,50,000. Then packing orders, number of packing orders is 15,000. So what will be the cost per activity? किमान होगा? बोलिए कितना होगा? 10. Setup how much? 100. Huh? 1000. 10. 5. So we have found out the cost per activity. Next কি ওলাব লাগিব? Overhead A B. Engineering. For A it is how much? 5,000 into 10, right? 50,000. For this one it will be how much? 7,500 into 10, 75,000. Next is setup. For setup it was 1,000, right? Per unit 1,000. How much setups is required for A? 200. 2 lakhs. For B, how much setup was required? 100. 1 lakh. Then machine hours. किमान दिया 50,000. Per unit how much it was? 10. किमान? It was 10. 1 lakh. Packing. How much? It was 5, right? 25,000. It is 10,000. How much? 75,000, 1 lakh, 10, 11 lakh, 12 lakh, 25,000. Seven lakhs 75,000. So we have got the overhead cost to be allocated to A and B, right? So now cost per unit. A and B. How many units were produced? For A 5,000, for B 25,000. Units produced 5,000 for A, 20,000 for B. So overhead is how much? 7 lakh 75,000. 12 lakhs 25,000. So overhead per unit will be how much? uh, 7,75,000 divided by 5,000, how much? 1 to 155. And for this one, 61.25. So this is the same way we had done our earlier questions. Any doubt? Any doubt? তুমি বুঝি নাই পোৱা ফাৰ্ষ্ট ক্লাছ হ'ব আৰু কেইটামান কৰিলে পাৰিবা ঘৰত চাই ল'বা পুৰণা ক্লাছকেইটা ভিডিঅ'ত চাই ল'বা তাৰপিছত ট্ৰাই কৰিবা পাৰিবা অ'কে ইট ৱাজ ইজি next practical question is question number 14. It is also easy. All the questions given in the book are very easy. Actually ABC costing is easy. Activity based costing is very easy. The book management accounting itself is very easy. So we will do illustration 14. Total overheads is 1 lakh rupees. Cost related to setup 50% and cost related to inspection 50%. So setup how much? 50% means 50,000. Those online, you are getting what I am trying to say? So mute ko le sake. Inspection will be how much? 50,000. Total overhead is 1 lakh, right? This is what the question is trying to say. Number of setup is how much? Number of setup is 100. Number of inspections is 50. So calculate the various cost driver rates. We are just required to calculate the rates. 50,000 divided by 100. How much? 500. 50,000 divided by 50. 1,000. So these are the rates. Easy. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, we will do illustration 15. Next illustration. ABC and Associates provides consulting and tax preparation services to its clients. Okay, it charges rupees 100 fees per hour for each service. How much fees? Rupees 100 per hour. Okay. The firm's revenue and cost for the month of March 22 are shown in the following income statement. The firm's revenue and cost. Revenue and cost for the month of March 22 are in the following income statement. So revenue is 4 lakhs. Revenue is how much? 4 lakhs. Cost are given as, there are many expenses are given. Secretarial support 80,000, supplies 72, then computer cost, then profit is given. Okay, The firm uses ABC and the following cost drivers are given. For secretarial support, they have given a cost driver, number of clients, tax preparation and tax consulting. There are two services, right? Provides consulting and tax preparation. There are two services, tax consulting and preparations, tax preparations. So we have to divide all the overheads between these two parts only, consulting and preparations. Secretarial supplies required. Complete the income statement using activity based costing and the firm's three cost drivers. Compute. Okay, first we will do A. You all can do A. All can do A, right? So should I try or you will try? You don't have confidence, huh? Secretarial support. Secretarial support. Cost, how much is the cost? 80,000. Tax consulting and tax preparations. 80,000. How much is the? Okay, we will go one by one. We will find the rates. Secretarial support is 80,000. It's how much is the cost driver for 72 plus 48? How much total? 120. 120. So how much rate per activity will be? How much? 666.66. Then supplies. Supplies is how much? 72,000. 500. 144. Guti 144 ne? Then computer cost. Computer cost 40,000. 1600. Yes. किमान है वो? हाँ? 25. Next class होगा calculator लो या नहीं बा? आसे बेगो थोले न हो. So you got the rates, right? So no issue till here. Next we will calculate for A and B, or TC and TP overheads. Secretarial support. Secretarial support 666.67 into 72. 666.67 into 48. How much? 666.67 into 72. How much? 48,000. And 666.67 into 48. 32,000. 32. Then supplies. Supplies kiman? 72,000, right? 72, no, no, it, 200. 200 into, what was the rate? 144. And here 200 into, oh, 200, no, 300. 300 into 144. Huh? 43 200. This one? 28 800. Then computer depreciation. Computer, how much is 1000 hours? What was the rate? 25. 600, sorry. So what is the cost? Fifty 1,01,800. This one? 90,200. Revenue is how much? Oh, it is tax preparation and it is tax consulting. Okay. 130 and 270. So we get the profit. 28,000. This one? So we have solved the part A. Any doubt? Part A clear? So we will go to part B. What question? Recompute the income using direct labor hour as the only basis of allocation. 1300 hours for TP and 27 hours for TC. So TP and TC, 1300 and 2700. So our revenue 1,30,000 2,70,000. So total cost is how much? 1,92,000, right? So total labor hours is how much? 1300 plus 27, 2, 3, 4,000, right? 4,000. For this is 1300 for TP. 1300 for TP, and for this is how much? 2700. 1,90,000 divided by 4,000. 1,92,000. 62,400, right? For this it will be 1,92,000 divide by 4,000 into 2700. कहने क्या है वो 2700 1,92,000 divide by 4,000. One two nine 600. এইটো আহিব ঠিকে আছে 1,92,000 divide by 4,000 into 2700. Correct? So we will get the profit. It is very easy. Part B is much easy. Then how might the firm's decision be altered if it were to allocate all overheads using direct labor hours? So earlier the profit of tax preparation was very less when we did it by ABC previous. When we did it by ABC, the profit of tax preparation was 28,200. But tax consulting, they thought that they have a much greater profit. But when you use this one traditional costing, this method is known as traditional costing. We have learnt it in our first class when we use a single activity to allocate all our costs, then such type of allocation method is known as traditional costing. And when we use when we drill down and find out different activities to allocate the cost, then it is known as activity based costing. So when we are using this one traditional approach, then the profit from tax preparation have increased substantially. Under what circumstances would the about based allocation and activity based costing using the three cost drivers result in similar profit? ABC and traditional costing system generally yield comparable product line profit when overhead is a small portion of the cost. So we had already seen that when overhead is small, in earlier times the overhead was very small amount of overhead. It contributed around 15 to 20% overhead. But with the increase, and that's why the traditional method of costing was useful. But now the overhead cost has increased with the advancement in technology. Robots have come in, the overhead cost have increased. The cost of direct material, the direct labor have reduced, right? We don't use labors nowadays more. So we use machines. Even in land filling we use JCB. There is only one driver. Otherwise, earlier we used to have 10 to 12 people working at the site filling the land, right? So now as the number of people have reduced in the work, so direct labor cost has reduced, but the overheads have increased. So with the increase in overhead, we have to go through ABC costing. In this case, the labor hours were distributed 32.5% to preparation, 67.5% to consulting. If the firm's three cost drivers were each also distributed 32.5% to preparation, 67.5% to consulting, the labor hour and ABC allocation would be identical. So next is question number 16. Question number 15, you all have understood? Question 16, it is same. We'll do big question. We will do question number 17. We will do illustration 17. ABC company manufactures 4 products A, B, C and D using the same manufacturing process. The following data are available related to a production period. A, B, C, D. They have given what? Volume 500. This volume is given. Material cost per unit is given. Direct labor per hour is given. Machine. These are the cost drivers, right? Machine time per unit is given. Labor cost per unit is given. The total production overhead R is under. Total is 59,879. The company absorbs factory overhead to the products by machine hour rate method, and the hourly rate per machine hour is 4.80. The overhead cost of the product are as under. The production overheads activity for the period reveal the following: number of setup 1, number of orders, these are given. Prepare a statement of cost for all the products by using activity based costing and compare the results with traditional costing. It is easy. It is same. You all please go through the question once again. Have you understood the question? Only this type of questions will be asked. This is similar to what we did yesterday, on Saturday, or on Friday, and also today. Ranjit Kumar Sahu. Ranjit, please go through the question. Ranjit, if नहीं ना पाए. Shall we start? We can start. First, we will, similar to earlier questions, we will first calculate the overhead rates. Machine related. What is the total cost for machine related? 37,749. Setup cost is 4250. Ordering cost is 1920. Spare parts is 8400. Material handling is 7560. Number of activities. For machine related, the number of activities is 1, 2, 3. You multiply it by 1/4 of 500. 500 into 1 by 4, 125. 1 by 4 into 500 plus, next will be 1 by 4 into 5000 plus 1 into 600 plus 1.5 into 7000. How much it will come? 10,500. 12475 rate per activity. 37749 divided by 12475. 3.5. 3.0259. Then setup cost. Setup को दिया से setup, here it is given. The production overhead activities for the period reveal the following: number of setups 6 plus 1 7, 17. Total it is 17. It is given 1628. So 4250 divided by 17, it will be 250. Then ordering cost is how much? Ordering cost, number of material orders 5, 5, 10. So it will be 192. Spare parts 5, 6, 7, 2, 5, 1, 5, 5, 10, 12. Spare parts 12. 8400 divided by 12, 700. Then material handling 5760, no, 12, 12, 24, 27, 280. So we have got the rate per activity. So we have got rate per activity. Now we need to find what? Overhead cost. A, B, C, D. Machine related. First was machine related, right? machine related. How much? 500, 125. 500 into 1 by 4th. 125 into 3.0259. Then it will be 1250 into 3.0259. Then 600 into 3.0259. Then here it will be 10,500 into how much? A কিমান হ'ব? 378.248 দিছো. 1250 into 3.02 কিমান? 3782. এইটো 37 ইয়াতে এটা আহি যাব ন? 3782.440 কৰি দিছো আৰু. Then it will be 600 into 3.0259. 1815.54. Then 10,500 into 3.0275. 3177.95. এইকেইটা পইণ্ট কেইটা মিলাই দিলে 0 কৰিলে ভাল আছিলে. 448.2 হ'ব 92. Okay, point doesn't matter for now. In exam you please match. So this total should come how much? This total should match with 37,749. Right? This is what we are dividing into all the products. So all the total of this plus this plus this plus this, it should become this one. Okay, you don't miss it during exam. Then we will go to setup cost. Setup cost, how much? 4250. Rate was how much for setup cost? 250. 250. Number of setups 1. $250. So it will be 250 into how much? 1500. This will be 250 into setup 2. 500. 8. How much? 2000. Then next is ordering cost. Ordering cost is 1920. Ordering cost, how much the rate was? 192. orders. 192 into 1, 192, 192 into 4, 192 into 1, 192 into 4, 192 into 4 किमान होगा? हाँ 768, 768. ठीक है सर. Then material handling cost. $7,560. Rate was how much? 280. 280 into 2 into 280 into 10. किमान है वो 280 into 2 56 560 280 into 2 28 को 280 into 3 840 280 into 12 3360. Last is what? Spare parts administration cost. Rate was how much? 700. पूरा 700 into 2 into 5 ठीक है सर. So we have got the total cost for each. Total overhead cost per product. Per product. How much? You please total it. $378.24, $250, $192, $560, $1400. 2780.24. 2780.24. Then next is 3782.4 plus 1500 plus 768 plus 2800 plus 3500. 12350. ভাল দেখা নাই. 12350.4. Then 18155. 40. Oh 4047 হবো না এ 40 লগে লইছো আর ও সি টোটাল টু 4047 4047.54 ইয়ার কিমান হবো 31771.92 2000 768 3360 2800. Four zero six nine nine 40699.9 number of units ये ऊपर लिखी दिसो दे तলত लिखिब लागे units how many units of A are manufactured units are 500 5000 600 then it will be 7000 so now you divide 2780 divide by 500 overhead per unit 5.56 5.56 for this one it will be 12350.4 divided by 5000 2.47 4047.54 divided by 600 6.74 then 40699.9 divided by 7000 5.81 so we will take this to the next page you just note it we will take this to the next page add A B C D 5.56 2.47 5.56 2.47 6.74 5.81 6.74 5.81 so this is overhead cost per unit now they have given the selling price per unit no they are asking us to they have not given selling price they have not asked us to compute the profit what they are asking us prepare a statement of overhead cost for all the products by using ABC and compare the result with traditional costing so in question they have given the overhead cost of the product are as under the company absorbs factory overheads to the machine to the products by machine hour rate in question you see they have given it you have seen in the question Ranjit কি মিউট কৰি থৈছে নেকি একো শুনি নাপায় so you have seen in the question it is given the traditional
Yes,
factory
sir.
overhead as per Ranjit you have seen the factory overhead as per traditional method overhead per unit here it will mention ABC you please say overhead per unit as per traditional costing have you gone through the question Ranjit huh did you find where it is given তোমালোকে বিচাৰি পাইছা it is given in the question as per traditional costing it is 1.2 1.2 4.8 7.2 so the difference this is what the question is asking the difference How much? 4.36, 2.47 by 1.2, how much? This one 6.74. This one 5.81. $1.39, right? So now this is what the question is asking us to analyze. So as per traditional costing, the overhead allocation for A and B were same, but as per ABC it has changed, and for D the overhead allocation was very high in traditional costing, but in ABC costing it has reduced. Previous 500. So you can see the highest quantity manufactured is for D. So somewhere in the book we had read that ABC costing penalizes the low producing items by putting them more overhead cost, right? Yesterday only we had seen, Saturday only we had read somewhere in the disadvantages of demerits of ABC costing. So you can see this has been penalized. Next, the overhead cost for this has gone up, but for D, where the quantity manufactured is more, as per traditional costing it was 7.2, but as per ABC it has come down. Similarly for A and B also, the quantity manufactured for A and B are very high. B is 5000, for B is high. So the overhead absorption in ABC costing has reduced in B, not in A. In B it has it is less. In D also it has. In D it has reduced actually. So you can see the demerits are also being pointed out in this question. So we have done 4 to 5 questions, I think. So balance are also same. All questions are same. Today we did 4 questions. All the 4 questions were of same pattern. On Saturday and on Friday we did some questions. They were also similar questions. So all other questions will be same. You can go through the questions. You can practice them at home. You please practice them at home so that you get confidence. Next class we will start marginal costing. Next class we will start marginal costing. Marginal costing is a very important chapter. It is relevant for your CMA finals also. You study marginal costing today and you will be benefited 2 years or 3 years later also. So you do it very perfectly at one go. First day we will give some formulas and concepts. These formulas are useful for your CMA finals also. The same formulas and the same concept. There is nothing more. What we will learn on Wednesday and thereafter, the same things will be useful for your CMA finals. Only the applications will be a bit more tougher. The applications, the questions will be a bit more tougher, but the concept will remain the same. It is same in CMA final, it is same in chartered accountancy, so it is same. So we will end our class today. Thank you.